already yet.
Too bad. All right.
Nope, we're in Ad La La Land.
You know what I noticed? The free version of StreamYard that we used. Even why is it? I just got an email to say that I'm live. Like I don't know.
Okay.
Uh, but the free version of StreamYard only allows us 720p resolution for the camera, even though we have a 1080p camera.
Uh,
But then again, the lower resolution might be why we're not having such connectivity problems.
could be.
Could be.
They don't need to look at it, it's all clear anyway.
Well, hello, Mind and Body Co. Suburban Hillbilly, All the Things Acres, North Shore Preparedness. Welcome, everyone.
Had a garden.
Oh, sorry, missed you, Glenn. How a garden?
Mm-hmm. He wasn't paying attention. And there's a
How you
Sean.
doing?
There's a North Shore Preparedness.
Yep, I said North Shore Preparedness.
He put a dot.
That's
That
just-
means he's lurking.
That means he's here and probably in pain, so sitting back in his on his couch.
I
Which
don't
is
blame
fine.
him. I don't
Just
blame him.
glad you're here, brother. So
I need to like either make or buy some cushions for these chairs.
yeah, because I
Makes
mean,
your bum hurt.
if we had more comfy chairs, these are just solid wood, but if we had more comfy chairs, we might be able to. I might be able to stand, not stand, but yeah, I might be able to stand going live longer. That's a lot of the reason why we quit when we do is because I can't handle it anymore. It makes my back hurt. Where to begin? And the Tinker's wife, hello and welcome.
Thank you, Henry. Oh man. Hey, Miss Patty.
So this is our week to go live on Wednesday.
Yep.
Because I'm working tomorrow, and
And it's messing me all up because I keep thinking
Well-
today is Thursday.
this coming week I've got some trade times to pay back. So I'll be at work. I go in tomorrow, and I won't be home till Saturday morning. I'll take the day off Saturday, and then I work for 3 days straight.
Yep.
So that's no fun, but
How the garden
that's
says,
what-
tell me it's starting to cool down up there. It's on its way here.
finally we're starting to get some better weather.
Well, some of it is due to the cloud cover, but I'll take it.
Hey, D and
I'll
Ben's.
take any decrease in temperature. You know, as a matter of fact, I was looking at Kate's weather over near San Antonio
Right.
and Rachel's weather around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They're hotter than we are.
Oh wow.
Kate's temps are still like 96, 98. Our highs have been like 89 at the highest. Thank God.
It's
You
crazy.
know,
isn't it?
tomorrow morning is going to hit 70 degrees. 70 in the morning. It's
I
going to
know
be great.
Some of you guys up north may not understand just how exciting that is. Oh yeah, so like North Shore, 70 currently, 55 overnight.
Oh man, that would be incredible.
Oh, Dawn is 96. My goodness.
Wow. We've had a lot of cloud cover and like small showers almost every day.
It's been nice.
Today we had a slight shower, but most of the rain missed us.
We've seen a ton. Well, the love bugs. We talked about
Yeah.
that last week.
Yeah.
They've gotten way more this week.
God.
But we've
The
seen.
cat's having a great old time with those things because they get in the house and she climbs the walls trying to get to them.
We've seen a ton of various butterflies and hummingbirds all in our pollinator gardens. The Mexican sunflowers are just attracting all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
And the maypop. Oh, by the way, I meant to tell you, those maypops that you have in the little pots and stuff, a caterpillar from them.
I know. I already
So-
saved 2 caterpillars off of those.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're going to starve. There's not enough there for them to eat.
Well,
These are
I've
good
been
caterpillars. They're
taking off the
butterfly
caterpillars and putting them in a cup, and I'll bring them over to the bigger plants and dump them on over there.
We could definitely use an Arctic freeze down here. The last 2 days, not counting today, were 107 and 108. My goodness.
Wow. I know the West Coast is a whole lot hotter than we are.
Back up into the 90s at Tinker's Wife. No rain yet, only rumors of possible showers. My goodness, you're still in a drought? Wow.
Yeah, see, we went from drastic drought to like super soggy within a week.
Yeah.
We got rain every day for a week. And then it's kind of on and off, hit and miss showers now, but
Anne Marie, good to see you.
the temperatures are cooler. I'm not talking to Anne Marie. She's sending you dad jokes, and I don't like it.
Well, I do. Hi, Anne Marie. How you doing?
He comes and meets me earlier, and he's like, "You gotta watch this. You gotta watch this." I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go." I was like, "Oh, where did you find that?" And he's like, "Anne Marie sent it to me. Isn't it great?" No. He already had those jokes in it.
Yeah,
I think he's got them all. They're all shoved up in there somewhere.
The crazy thing is, like, when I'm put on the spot, nothing comes to me. Nothing clean, at least.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. It's rained literally 3 times at my house this summer, flooding just north of me. Wow.
Way to throw me into that. Usually it's Mac. Mac sends me stuff too, because we share the common interest of annoying our wives.
Great. Wow. Well, the thumbnail picture that you saw is our sweet potato vines. That's one side of, well, that's one raised bed.
You guys remember the one little sweet potato that we had in a cup of water, and it was making vines?
Do you want the little cup?
Well,
It's still
no, those are kind of dying.
I know, but you know.
I mean, the potato isn't still there though. So
where am I supposed to put them?
No,
I have run out of garden beds.
So we put, I think there was four little sweet potato slips is what
they're each side, called, yeah.
On that one side, and they've just like taken over the bed.
They're climbing the trellis. They're
falling out of the
bed. They're rooting into the ground. I've trimmed them twice, and they just
hey Jenny,
keep on coming back.
Yeah, I've gotten to where I don't even bother moving them out of the way when I mow anymore. I just cut them. Doesn't seem to hurt.
Oh no, it doesn't. Mm-mm. It's raining here, but it's been so hot that it's just a sauna. Yeah.
Our
I know exactly what that feels like.
Our cucumbers are about done. The vines are about done. As far as harvesting anything, we haven't done so in a while because the heat made them just so bitter.
Well, I've harvested them and gave them to the chickens.
Feed to the rabbits and chickens.
Yeah, the rabbits love them. I cut them in half long ways, and I stick a half of a cucumber in each rabbit pen. And it's a water supplement.
Hi Brian. Yeah, the last video was our AC unit. Yeah, it is still hot here, but it's improving finally.
Our high was
not
89
gumbo weather yet.
Instead of 96. We're so excited it's going to hit 70 degrees tonight. You guys got to understand our lows have not gone probably lower than 75 in the last several weeks.
Yeah, it's really not fun when it's like still 80 degrees at 10 p.m. and you go outside after a shower and just sweat.
Yeah.
It's no fun.
Send the rain my way. I'm tired of lugging water. Oh man, you're not getting any rain up there?
Wow.
I thought it was all coming from there. I think a lot of ours is coming up off the Gulf.
I think so. Yeah. There's not big powerful named storms, but there is a lot of like little stuff coming up off of the Gulf. No, I mean that are hitting land. I mean.
Well, there's 2 in the Atlantic right now. Danielle and now Earl.
Earl, right.
And there's another two behind those, but they're gonna more than likely take the same path into nowhere land. So
Anne-Marie, do you have a water catchment set up now? Um,
I got some, but didn't have a water catchment set up yet.
right. The reason why I ask is because we have a 5-barrel system that I built, basically custom built.
I think it cost
And,
us like $250, and that was just the piping connections
It was the PVC.
and the wood.
The barrels themselves were like $20 a piece at the car wash, and they had soap in them. So it was cool what we did, because it's 5 big blue plastic barrels, and to help to wash the soap out of them, I poured some vinegar in each one and let the kids roll them around the yard because they were still younger then. Hell, I helped them out. But anyway, we have a video on the water catchment system, so if you need ideas.
And it works pretty well. The only downfall is to water the garden with it, we run out of water, and then we were in a drought. So
yeah, or you forget it on.
Yeah, and you drain the whole system into the garden.
Oh, okay, you got 5 IBC totes. Yeah. So the 5 barrels that I have, five of my barrels can carry as much water as one of your IBC totes. Wow. Chilly over in the 50s and hot days in Minnesota. Nice.
Wow. You know to have those elevated, right? So they'll gravity feed a little bit. I mean, they don't have to be up in the sky, just up off the ground to where you can get something underneath the spigot. Ours are elevated. He built a wooden platform, which probably wasn't the best idea.
It wasn't as strong. I really underestimated the weight.
Yeah.
And
we may eventually have to rebuild the base of it.
And then too, where it's at, it's on the north side, like the north side of the shed wall. So like it stays moist back there because the sun really doesn't hit it too much. So there's some sinking happening. 1,600 gallons, nice. Hey, bub.
I have a whole house pump. That's awesome. Yeah, they really need to be stout to hold all that weight. Yeah.
So you guys, I talk about the platform Telegram pretty often. You guys on Telegram? If you are, hit me up. I'm on there. That's a way that a place that we can chit chat. Very dry summer. If it goes into October, yeah, I imagine so. Hey, Christy. So on Telegram, there's some channels that I follow. It's Telegram is kind of it's a unique platform. You can get stuff sent to you kind of like Facebook does with notifications, but also you can use it as a like a messaging app. So I'll follow a few channels, and one of them just sent me or just posted an article that says the UK government bans the jabs for children 11 and younger. So that just happened today, apparently.
Wow. Oh, Anne-Marie said she'd never heard of Telegram. I'm not on it. I get all the info from him, so we don't need it twice.
Telegram is a place where it's uncensored, so you get to see stuff that does not make it to mainstream social medias. And on that note,
oh, Christy, I'm sorry. She says she's trying to watch, but the signal's not so great.
On that note, we are also on Rumble, which is another video platform like YouTube. So if YouTube is not around, if it's not around anymore, you can find us on Rumble. It's very similar. The only difference is you have to pay to live stream, so we haven't even looked into that yet. This Saturday is the Heartland Homesteaders picnic.
Oh, I want to go so
God, I'm
bad.
so jealous, bub. Used to have Telegram for messaging, but was shifted to Signal. Signal is another good one. Another good messaging app.
Thank you, Henry.
Oh, is it .org? I don't know. Let me see.
See, if I do that, it messes up the whole stream.
Telegram Messenger. Yeah, that's the one. Appreciate it, Henry. See, I have it as an app on my phone. And I have it as an app on my computer too. But I was basically having an unfriendly chat with another individual in a friend's comments, and I hate to even bring up the topic that it was about. We had a disagreement on the jabs, and basically he was very accusatory and wouldn't even entertain the idea of looking at Telegram. So he kept posting links, and obviously I couldn't post links on Facebook because they would all be blocked, or I would be blocked. But he referred to fact checkers. So anyway, it's not the guy that I was talking to is not known in the YouTube community at all. It's just some random tard.
Okay, moving on. That's boring.
I'm sorry.
Just letting you know. The sunset is really pretty.
Oh yeah.
I can see it in the reflection.
Oh yeah, I do see that. It's up in the clouds, the pink.
Yeah. Well, it's like orange and pink over here. I don't know if you can see that.
Kind of, yeah. I see it shining
bright, yeah.
On the glass door.
It's pretty.
Nanny Joyce. Hey, darling, how are you?
Well, Brett was finally able to cut grass. We had a couple of days we didn't get a lot of rain, so some of the ground is starting to dry up a little bit. Some of it is not, so he went mud riding again in the yard.
Yeah. Right. Anne Marie, yeah.
Yay, Miss Lippy.
Any platform that is going to tell me that my personal experience is false is not a friend of mine. Rhonda Causey, hello and welcome. Ms. Lippy, Barb, welcome.
Oh, it's storming.
Barb's place.
She is in Kaplan.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Kaplan area at least.
Yeah, that's not very far. I know Lake Charles had a pretty nasty storm run through there, and we got like a drizzle of rain like 20 miles away.
Christy, good Lord, I feel for you. Trying to clear land that's grown up for 4 years with a push mower and loppers.
Oh,
that is work. You know, we've been clearing land little by little that's overgrown for well over 4 years. I don't know exactly, but and we use loppers, but we've gotten to where we're using chainsaws because the trees have grown up quite a bit.
Well, now we have a chainsaw too. When we first started, we didn't have the chainsaw.
But we have a brush cutter weed eater that's retrofitted. Do not try this at home. The brush cutter blade has been taken off and a skill saw blade has been installed.
It will cut through small trees, and it just mows down some tall grass.
Let's see. Our life, Brian Parindi.
But you need two people to do it because you've got to like rake the tall grass out of the way.
Yeah, because you're cutting so much.
Yeah.
So quick. I mean, we're gonna have to do a video on that.
Oh Lord.
I know.
We're gonna do that in
It's gonna take someone else to have to video us doing it.
No, I'll put the tripod up, but we can do that in the fall when I'm not like sweating buckets. Well, it's hard to video outdoors anyway during the summertime because our phones are what we use to video, and the phone will overheat very quickly.
Well, the phone would overheat. Summertime is the time for wasps,
Oh yeah.
poison ivy, snakes.
I haven't seen wasps in like the last couple of days. Hallelujah. I think I'm done getting stung. And I say that, but
Oh, Susanna, I don't think I said hi to you. Diamond Willow too.
I love my brush cutter. It does a lot faster. Yeah.
You might need OSHA approval on that video. Well, we don't have to necessarily show the end of the tool too much. Just kind of like what we're doing, I guess.
I really thought I was going to get a video the other day of him getting stung because he opened the top of the propane. So, of course, I had to have the camera ready because, I was determined I was going to be far enough away and zoom in with the camera so that I wouldn't get stung. There was no freaking wasp. If I'd have been closer and not paying attention, there'd have been a wasp nest and I'd have gotten stung like 4 times.
It is like having a table saw on the end of a pole, for sure. It makes quick work of the overgrowth, that's for sure. The problem is we have so many vines, pepper vines, the wild grapes. What other kind of vines are out there?
I don't know. Take a spray bottle, fill with water, add about 30 drops of peppermint oil, shake and spray the wasps or areas. I'm not spraying the wasps with nothing because those things hate me. They hate me. I stand somewhere safe, or I think is safe. He goes and aggravates a wasp nest, and they sting me.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't get stung.
I do. I was within sting range, apparently.
I didn't realize that's what it was, so I guess they thought this dude is ignoring us, and he's still beating the hell out of our house. He is nuts.
No, I was talking about the one in the shed.
Oh.
That day, he thought it was stink bugs. And I was like, Brett, you need to move. You need to back up. And he's all swatting like this every once in a while, and he's still cutting. I'm like, see ya. I'm about to get messed up. I just know it. They ain't stinging.
She's like, Brett, get out of there. Nah, it's just stink bugs. No, get out of there.
That is so not a stink bug. I swear I could spot those things from a mile away.
And then I looked up and like 6 feet from me, I guess, I saw the nest, and I was like, yep, I'm out. See, Christy Betts was talking about a cougar screaming. I bet that's creepy.
I've heard that. They have, well, it's, I don't know what it is. In Hathaway, they've got, like panthers.
I don't know.
They say it's a black cougar of some kind. I don't know, but they sound weird.
Spray yourself with the peppermint oil.
They probably like it. Then I'd have all kinds of bugs on me.
It never gets cool at night, so they're always active.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've never been stung at night, so I can't really say. I can't prove or disprove that. I don't go close enough
to anything outside at night. Cougars and panthers are different types of wildcat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one they have, but it's weird. It sounds weird.
See, a cougar, a puma, and a mountain lion are all the same thing. There's just like different areas had different names for them, and they all stuck, I guess.
Oh, God. Suburban Hillbilly just made me cringe. All on my insides.
Oh, God.
See, and
that doesn't sound like fun in the least.
My brother was being a doofus one day, and he was collecting, I think it was the railroad ties, the big square logs that they leave on the side of the railroad. He was given permission that he could have them. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, he had his four-wheeler and he was latching onto him with a chain, and he'd pull them back to his house. Well, when he pulled one, there was a yellow jacket nest in it. And he ended up leaving the four-wheeler running.
I bet he did. God.
Because they were after the sound. And yeah, it was a while before he went back to go get it, and he still pulled the dang board. Coyotes yipping. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
We hear coyotes quite often here. I haven't seen too many of them lately. We had a couple that were kind of stalking our chickens during the drought, but I stalked them back with the 22, and they left. I did hit the hind quarter of a bobcat.
Killed one in the ear.
I know, but this year I hit one in the hind quarter.
She killed it right in the ear.
I really thought I was gonna aim a little bit better, but he moved. Okay, that's the difference. We hear the coyotes. The dog doesn't hear anything. She just sits in her little bed on the couch.
That dog is Helen Keller.
You stop with. Leave my dog alone. She can hear me.
You got a sign in her hand.
Stop it. You're so rude. God.
Hey, apartment prep. Oh man. Rachel Rumbo. It's been a while since I saw you on the tube.
Well, we have a cat, but she stays in all the time. Except when she tries to run out, I have to grab her by the skin.
She hasn't done that in a long time.
Yeah, the other night.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But she wasn't trying to get out. She was trying to get the frog that was on the porch. So I just grabbed her by the scruff and plopped her back in the house.
Be nice to the old puppy. Yeah. I was being nice. Helen Keller was like a genius. Once they figured out how to communicate with her and help her out, she was smart as a whip, is what they found out.
Oh, I agree. Our animals win, yeah. I don't like to shoot at animals unless they're really encroaching on our yard. You know, if they're going after the chickens or anything like that. We had 2 coyotes that were like, they haven't attacked anything. They were just kind of stalking. So I fired off a couple of warning shots 2 days in a row and didn't see them anymore. So hunting hours are just after dusk and before dawn, but people think they are nocturnal.
Oh, that makes sense. We still have our half-blind duck. She's still avoiding the predators somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. Because that poor little kid that was fishing the other day was standing right next to her, and I don't think she noticed. I was sitting on the porch watching, and he moved a little bit to cast his line, and she froked out.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's got some hearing trouble too, because I have like gotten right up next to her with the mower on her blind side, and she will not move.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's odd, because you would think that she would feel the vibrations.
Feel the vibrations, yeah. I don't know.
She might have some brain damage too.
Maybe she just trusts me that much with a mower. I don't want
to. I wouldn't. Yeah, the pond will bring in all kinds of animals. We have a heron that comes in every once in a while. God, it's gorgeous.
The Texas whistlers. That
heron is huge. Today I thought there was some trash out by the pond that blew in. It was a bird. It was apparently stalking a fish. So it was like being really, really still.
How's Kate?
I have not heard from Kate this week, but I'm pretty sure that she is taking care of her mom. They are going through some grieving. I'm gonna check in with her probably today, maybe tomorrow. Kate's schedule is weird though. I say weird. It's opposite of mine. Kate is up like all through the night and sleeps into the day, and I can't. I can't stay up late. I stay up later than him, but 9:30 is his bedtime. So
Well, that's because I get up at 5 to go to work.
I'm doing good to hang in there at 11. I'm like, oh.
There's Miss Lippy.
Okay, what kind of board were you holding? I gotta know. I gotta know that story.
I'm assuming that Buddy was probably cutting the board.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Or either that or she was helping to hold it up while he mounted whatever. That's my guess. Shelves for the sugar shack.
Gotcha. Should have known Buddy was building something.
No, Kate's dead.
Kate's dad passed away.
Yeah.
When was that?
At least 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Miss Abby is not home right now. She went to visit Cheyenne, our oldest daughter. But she has, I don't know, you haven't been around for a little while, Anne Marie. I don't know if you knew that Abby totaled her car and got a new one. And she started,
Oh,
she's
about a month ago.
Abby is a senior in high school, taking one high school class. So she decided to dual enroll, and she's taking a college course at McNeese, which is our local college. So she's 3 days a week. She drives to Lake Charles to take a class on campus, and she also has. She's working right now. She's working 2 jobs in Lake Charles, but she put in her 2 weeks notice at one because the other one gave her a promotion and a raise.
Yeah.
So she's doing really good.
Oh, Patty said herons are gorgeous. A great blue herons flying down the street across my backyard in Portland. Lots of ponds. Yeah, see, that's what we have here is a big blue heron, and oh man, they are gorgeous. Now, he or she, whatever, won't stick around if I go outside, but I can watch it through the window. Just a wee bit of an overachiever.
Abby is an overachiever.
Yeah.
Oh, and no, she wasn't injured in the wreck, not seriously. She was sore, really sore for a couple of days.
Several days, yeah. She did the other night. She cut her thumbnail while cutting carrots at work.
Yeah, she cut the nail into the quick from the side.
Yeah, she cut it at an angle, and
so she called mom.
Yeah, she called mom, kind of freaking out. She did way better than she ever has been, though.
But Dad was closer because Dad was on duty at the firehouse.
Well, so, Mom didn't have the car either.
So
I called Brett and said, "Hey, Abby cut her hand. Can you go check on her? She wanted to know if it was something that she needed stitches for, or if it was just good enough to wrap it up and finish the shift." So I said, "Okay, let me call Dad, and
I just made myself bleed.
He'll go check on you." And it was hilarious to see the realization, like to hear it in her voice. Because after a few minutes, I said, "Well, Dad's on his way. He'll be there shortly, and he'll either let you know that you need to go to the hospital with it, or he'll help you wrap it up." And I'm listening to her, and she's like, "Okay, wait. He's coming on the fire truck, isn't he?" I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's working So, yep, fire truck and all. She's like, oh God, tell me there's no lights and sirens. I'm like, no, they're not in emergency mode. They're just going to see about you. So
You're right, Miss Lippy. You're absolutely right.
oh, for sure.
Bleeding like a head wound. Good grief. Sean in Alaska.
It's Steve in Utah. How's the kilt, Sean? But no, to finish that story up, Abby did cut into her nail a little bit, and well, it cut through and through the nail and into the skin. But she had some really sharp, awesome knives at work because her boss had just recently sharpened everything. So
I did pick a scab. I didn't even realize that's what it was.
did he finally stab you? I did. I had nothing to do with that. He did it to himself, and I have the video to prove it. But she did not need stitches or anything. It's sore, but I was able to use some. I had some surgical scissors from my nursing class and stuff years ago, and I was able to use those and clip back the piece of nail that wasn't attached anymore to kind of keep it from catching on stuff. But other than that, she's all wrapped up and her thumb's all big because of the wrapping and stuff.
And then the next morning, the next day she had to work a double shift, so she from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And I guess it was about 9 in the morning, maybe. She called. She says, "Hey, can you bring me a contact?" Because I ripped mine and had to fish it out of my eye with this wrapped up thumb.
Yeah. So we ran over there and brought her another pair of contacts. I'm like, kid, you've got to stop. You've got to slow down or something. I don't know how she did that. She ripped the contact lens while still in her eye.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Goodness. Friggin' hemophiliac over here.
Stop. Put some flour on it.
Cayenne pepper.
Seriously?
Spiderweb. Yeah. These
no.
are things.
I'm not touching that cayenne pepper. Oh, speaking of though, I did find a life hack or whatever you want to call it to get cayenne pepper powder off your face. Rubbing alcohol on a cotton ball. It kills the burn very quickly. Needless to say, the jar of peppers is gone. I powdered them up and breathed a lot of that stuff in.
Facebook would probably tell you that. Partly false.
I don't care. I Googled something real quick. Hold pressure on it.
I did. That's why I'm looking at it.
Now you're gonna pinch it, and now it's gonna bleed again.
Oh, your mama.
Never mind. Oh, I have a styptic pen.
Ah, you want to get it real quick?
I guess. I think that's how you pronounce that, though.
Preps do you no good if you forget that you have them.
Actually, Kate's the one that told me to buy that.
Was it? I thought it was. Yeah, it wasn't a live stream, but yeah. Oh. They do grow up too fast. Yeah. Abby's doing a lot of talking lately about trying to move into a dorm, and we're not telling her no, not to do that, but we have our concerns about it being so expensive. And there's Abby. Hi, Abby. We're live. Did you need something?
Here, give it.
Hang on. Let me put you on speaker. Okay, these are my two weirdo kids. Go ahead.
So Shy, we're thinking of getting pizza, but Shy's stove is like, I think she said it's gas, you still need gas. But this isn't a very good question for a live stream. I'm sorry.
You've got me so confused. I don't know what you're asking me.
If the stove top is gas, then the
Hang on.
oven is gas.
Does that answer your question? If the stovetop is gas, then yes, the oven runs on gas too.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know that probably sounded like a stupid question, but it was. So I had to ask.
Oh, goodness.
I have a toaster oven.
Well, we kind of need it in the right now, but that's okay.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting the stream for an oven stupidity question.
You're good. We probably.
1492. Got it. Love you.
All right. Love you. Bye. It's pure chaos with those two.
Always.
All right. How do you use this thing? I don't even. Looks like a suppository.
It's a pencil.
Oh, I can touch it. Okay. So do I rub it directly on?
Yes, I think so.
You think so?
I don't know. Kate told me to buy it. I don't know what to do with it.
Probably safer than it.
Let me go get the instructions there, or the back of the box.
Oh Lordy, I got old people eyes. I got my elbow doesn't go far enough from my face for me to see it. Oh, I am a mess. I guess. Like
You're not even rubbing it on the sore.
I feel like I'm in kindergarten trying to color something. Ow! That thing is sharp. It's making it bleed worse.
That's not working.
How do you do this? Ow!
Oh God.
What do you do when there's blood on it?
Oh, moisten the tip of the pencil with water.
Well, what good? Wash the blood off of it. That'll help. Jeez.
Kate told me to buy one. Her and David had a conversation about it one day, and I'd never heard of it.
Almost ruined Patty's Mac. Wait. Yeah. Patty's computer. Tis but a flesh wound.
Learning. Is that better?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that was much better.
How was that supposed to know?
That's how.
Where's that little tube?
Yep. There. Good grief. Taker's wife says, old people eyes almost spit soup all over my Mac. Oh, Patty G is here. Yes, just in time for the buffoonery. But that did stop the bleed, though.
Well, quit wiping it.
I wasn't wiping next to it. Yeah, it stings. It does sting. It worked, though. Men are such big babies. Well, she's an enabler. She would argue with that. Is Amy hurting you? Blink twice if you're in trouble. All right. My goodness. Things get silly sometimes. Sorry, Patty. Oh man, I think I need a coffee refill. Can you guys hold on just for a second? Maybe talk amongst yourselves about how weird I am. This guy's got a screw as well, you know. So Amy had the idea to try to rearrange some things behind us today. The coffee station is over here. We've got this is an antique, I don't know if it's antique, but it's an older sewing machine cabinet that my nanny gave us. And then right behind me here, we've got the space heater. And then over there, there's a tall black cabinet that has, I mean, there's books and odds and ends on it, but the modem, the internet modem is over there. So the other day we started having a little bit of electrical issues with a couple outlets, and rather than, because we're a little tight right now on money, rather than calling an electrician to have a look at it, we just turned it off. So we've got a couple of dead plugs right here right now. So the modem is running on an extension cord all the way across to that corner of the room. So she wanted to try to rearrange some things, but it didn't work out because the line, phone line, cat phone line, whatever it is that comes in from the outside for the modem is on that corner, and it doesn't reach all the way across. So that was a big fail, and we had to put everything back the way it was, for now at least. What are you going to do about cigarettes when it all hits the fan? Well, we'll smoke until we got no more. That's just how it's going to be. Every now and then we might be able to barter with somebody, I guess, that might have some. Who knows? But I mean, we're going to have bigger things to worry about, honestly. I think I might have more trouble not having coffee than cigarettes, honestly. But then again, you know, there's things that you can hey El Skippy, there's things that you can substitute for coffee. I haven't done it yet. I need to, I guess. You can get no, Facebook might actually need to fact check me on these because I'm unsure. But Yopen holly, I believe, is a natural caffeine source, and dandelion root, roasted dandelion root, is like a substitute for coffee. And also, I think there's a way that you can make like an acorn coffee, I believe. You reset the breaker for the plug. Yeah, there's something weird going on with that. It doesn't make sense to me. So, and I've got basic electrical knowledge, and it just doesn't make sense. So I'm going to leave that one to the professional. Dandelion has been used for centuries for a brewed drink. I need to try some of these things. And I really do, I guess. Yeah, Brian, that's one thing that we just can't talk about. I would love to. But that is something that is widely discussed on Rumble and Telegram and Truth Social, which are platforms that we're probably going to be moving to once these big ones collapse. And I see it coming.
Okay, Libby was asking if the plug behind the coffee pot works.
I thought Louisiana was known for chicory coffee. If it is, I don't know much about it. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Libby was asking about the plug behind the coffee pot and whether or not that works. Yes, that's the only one on this whole wall that works.
That's because it's
on a different line.
It's on that wall, not the wall behind us. So it's a different breaker.
Lippy, you have tobacco seeds?
Tobacco? No, she's probably talking about chicory.
No. I said I'd love to grow our own tobacco, but the seeds are hard to find.
Really? Yeah, thank you, Henry, for sharing.
That would be amazing.
Mind and Body Co just shared our Rumble link. We We can get subscribers over on Rumble. I think we have like 114 at this point. Speaking of subscribers, we are about 110 subscribers away from our 5,000 goal here on YouTube for our big giveaway. So tell your friends. We've got a lot of stuff that we want to give away. We were hoping to do it the first of this year, but we didn't make it. And because we have really gotten lazy about making videos, I say lazy. We're so busy. We just haven't earned more subscribers than what we have. So unlike Miss Lippy, who's just killing it out there. Cajun Homestead. Hey, Bill.
Wow. Lippy's
Allison has tobacco seeds.
Yeah, Lippy's going to send me some tobacco seeds. Patty says she has some too. She got them from a subscriber.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So I guess we need to start looking into how to process all that.
Yes. Yes.
But if it comes down
we
to...
will build a whole new garden bed if that's what needs to happen.
Well, if it comes down to choosing between eating and smoking, we're eating.
Well, I know that. I just want to see how well they grow and
get all that.
You know,
I bet
the process of harvesting and all that stuff.
I bet Reagan doesn't even know we're live.
Those are hard to start, somewhat like strawberry seeds.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Our strawberries are going nuts.
Yeah.
We took out. We had hundreds. We got a little 4x8 raised bed that we raised our strawberries in, and we had hundreds of plants in there, and we took all of them out and put 18 plants back, and it's full again.
Yeah.
So this coming early spring, we'll probably be sharing strawberry plants again. Grammy Karen, welcome.
Lippy knows how to do it, so.
Lippy knows how to do everything.
I know.
Except use her computer.
But or her phone. She's getting better though. Yes, I have to answer Lippy's question from earlier. I have an extension cord run from the good plug all the way across to the other side of the room. It's a heavy duty extension cord. It's an appliance extension cord, so it's safer to use.
Huh.
And
thank you for that, Patty.
It's run over to the modem on the other side because I can't extend the modem to the side that I need it on because of the way it's run through the floor. We don't have enough phone line or Cat5 or whatever line that is. So
now, Lippy, you know I'm happy to help you anytime.
But I've got surge protectors and stuff on that too. Okay, let's see. Sweet potatoes are blooming like crazy now if they just don't rot from all the rain. Ours are in raised beds, and the thumbnail picture that you see, that is our sweet potato vines. That's one side of it. There's a whole nother side.
So, are there many blooms on that?
There's not a lot of blooms, but there is some. The butterflies like them. And that little hummingbird has been playing around on them too.
I love those hummingbirds.
They're really pretty.
So cool.
As the ceiling's beginning to grow, they're clipped to stay the same height. Oh, tobacco is planted at the beginning of December. In our area, the plants are allowed to grow for 90 days before harvest.
Oh, nice. I know it'll grow here because that was a cash crop back in the plantation days.
Yeah. I had to take over my PayPal. I had to fix it. Yeah.
Chicory coffee is good. It's easy roast. Roast the roots of chicory in the oven and then grind them up for coffee. Have you guys ever tried chicory? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know that I have.
I've got
I don't even know what a chicory plant looks like. I'll have to look that up too.
I don't know. I've got a cousin that lives like a quarter mile away who roasts his own coffee beans. Roasts and grinds. And as a matter of fact, he got with me not long ago to come up with a blend for us, for our brand.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had the time to get with him to pick stuff out and make sure it's good and then put it out there for sale.
Oh, we had friends from Belgium and they drank coffee with chicory in it, very strong. See, I like strong coffee. Oh, wow. Very easy. Yeah. Okay. We started our tobacco seeds in float beds covered like little greenhouse. Had to mow them several times before I could plant. Wow.
We do have a grinder.
I do have a coffee grinder. Yeah.
What did you use it for?
I used it for jalapeno peppers, but I've cleaned it out.
Okay. That coffee will wake you up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back through the live stream chat because if I click on anything and open another tab, I don't know what it does. It slows the internet way down, I guess, and crashes.
Brian says I ended up giving the leaves to a coworker who rolled her pot in it.
We buy
That's a good answer for like if everything crashes, shit, I ain't gonna be tested no more. I might be going green.
We buy pipe tobacco. So we don't actually use cigarette tobacco anyway. We use pipe tobacco and we just roll our own cigarettes. So it's much, much cheaper. It is time consuming though, but that seems to be my job lately. Light blue and once in a while pink flowers.
I'll have to look that up. I've probably seen it before. I wouldn't be surprised. What's she say?
She's asking if she can stay tiltian.
We did a thing with Abby recently because she's 17 and she's working and she's going to college and school and everything, and she's being really responsible, and we want to try to keep and promote that trend. And so Amy created a contract that just kind of laid things out, things that we're doing anyway, but it lined out penalties, like if she was late for a bill or different things like that. And Abby was fine with it, excited about it actually.
Yeah.
Because it's just, for her, it was just, she looked at it as like information, not like a punishment, which is what it was, what it is.
Well, it holds her accountable and us accountable for different things. So, and kind of what to expect from each other, But she knows that if she's going to be late now, she has to call me or text me and let me know, hey, I'm going to be beyond this time. I'll be home by such and such. So.
Yeah, we use powdered creamer too.
Salt in her coffee. Why?
No, thank you. That doesn't sound.
See, a lot of people do
appealing
flavored coffees and like hazelnut and I want coffee. I want my coffee to taste like coffee.
You're right, Miss Patty. But it takes good attitudes and a good relationship to start with your kids. We didn't when Cheyenne was this age, we didn't really have that good relationship with her. Cheyenne is our oldest daughter. The thing about that is, your oldest kid, they go through some growing pains and some shit with you, because that's where you learn. I'm convinced of that. We learned how to parent with our oldest child.
I think everybody does.
Right.
Yeah. They get the good and the bad of every of the parenting.
But now that Cheyenne has gone out and experienced some things for herself in the world and realized that you know, what we were saying is true and it's legit about how the world don't give a crap about you like your parents do, and that kind of stuff. You know, we have an amazing relationship now with Cheyenne.
Patty said, "Yep, I'm the oldest."
I'm the oldest too.
Anyone have rose hips to send for a prop? That's something I have never collected is rose hips.
I
I
haven't.
don't know exactly what I'm supposed to collect. I need to look that up.
Yeah, we do because we have
I-
have 2 heirloom rose bushes
So far. Yeah.
that came. Well, we inherited one from my grandma, and we propagated it, made another one, and cloned it.
Okay, yeah, people are saying salt helps to eliminate the bitter taste of coffee. I happen to like the bitterness in it.
Huh.
Yeah, see, I don't mind the bitter taste of coffee. I'm gonna have to try black coffee though, with a little bit of salt in it.
I don't know. That seems weird.
No,
I-
Lippy said you don't taste the salt at all.
I would try almost anything once. Almost.
I'm the youngest. My parents gave up by the time I came on. And that's probably what happens. The youngest ones are always a little more spoiled.
Not always. Not always. Because I think we have learned, because I saw my brother. My brother was the youngest, and then when my mom remarried, and I had a younger stepsister who was the youngest. You know, we've seen people who are the youngest kid and how they ended up, and we're like,
My brother.
they've got some traits that are not too, not the best traits. So we tried to do some different things with Abby.
Well, I mean,
Hey, book club.
Abby wasn't
Caitlin's
handed
trained.
everything.
Right.
And
Abby's unique because she's learning from her sister's mistakes. I mean,
Yeah.
most people don't do that. We don't have the comprehension at that age
right.
to be able to learn from other people's mistakes and not go down the same path. And, you know, Abby's just unique. She's very different, and I love it. And I love all my kids. Abby's unique.
Like 5 granulars of salt. Good for drinking black coffee. That powder stuff is bad for your gut. Try half and half. I've heard that. I don't like refrigerated stuff added to my coffee.
I didn't know that was bad for my gut. Maybe that's where
That
some of my
could be.
trouble's coming from.
Yeah.
Rose
about
hips are
powdered
just the
milk?
Fruit from the flowers, like
What about
apple.
regular powdered milk?
Yeah, the coffee creamer powder. It's very flammable. I don't know if you know that.
Rose hips are just the fruit from the flowers, like apples. They're in the same family. They have seeds and often hairs inside that need to be removed before eating raw. Yeah. You can purchase half and half for the shelf use.
Like shelf stable half and half. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Wondering if you could dehydrate it. Ooh. Wouldn't that be the same thing as powdered milk, though? Yeah, powdered
Seems like
milk.
it would be. Why can't you put butter in your coffee? Sounds ridiculous.
You can.
But butter is just cream. Right?
You can.
I mean, if it's unsalted. I guess.
greasy.
Yeah, it's
I mean, if you want to drink coffee like, no.
I'd be willing to try it.
It comes in single cups sold by a box. Oh, okay.
Stevia plant and it's natural. Yeah.
We have a stevia plant. They are so hard to grow here.
They're finicky. And
They're hard to start from seed.
we dehydrated and powdered it like you would a spice. And if you put it in like coffee,
It doesn't dissolve very well.
it didn't sweeten it. I don't know.
It did. It did sweeten it, but it didn't dissolve into the coffee.
I didn't
It
find
just kind of
sweetened
floated
enough.
on top. So the problem was it
To
wasn't
me,
infused into the liquid.
To me, the homemade stevia that we made, it was in there, but like you could taste the coffee and the sweetness, and they were separate, some kind of weird way. I I don't know how to explain it really further than that, but
What is Nido milk?
Nito.
Butter
Soft
is-
butter stays
butter is
longer
good
out of
in
the
coffee.
fridge. Yeah, it should. Right, that makes sense. I like butter in my coffee if I drink it. Bulletproof coffee? Really? So that's a thing. So
Yeah.
butter in coffee is okay.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Some people do
Oh,
put butter.
That's another thing we need to get.
Mother.
Sorry. Milk powder. Well, see, I have just regular powdered milk. I'm gonna start using that instead of coffee creamer.
Honey would be a good sweetener. It lasts thousands of years.
Yeah. Bullet coffee is the whole 30 diet thing.
Keto coffee. Wow. Here I was thinking I came up with something. And it's a thing. I thought I was being silly too.
I have honey to harvest before summer is over. We have honey to harvest too, and
Yeah. We're actually looking to sell off all of our bee stuff.
yeah,
So
bees included.
anybody who's local, Southwest Louisiana area, if you're interested in starting into beekeeping, hit us up.
Thank you, Patty.
Or if
Well,
you're
I'm
not
gonna
from
have-
Southwest Louisiana, but you'll be passing through.
I'm gonna be looking up all kinds of stuff.
We were, I guess we still are beekeepers as long as we still have the bees.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm local.
The bees are great. It's just we have so much going on. And with him gone so much, it all falls on me. Well, we've had some friends that had an incident where his wife got stung quite a few times. And had she been out of the beehives by herself, it could have been way worse. So I've been struggling to kind of pick up the boxes and stuff on my own.
Which is,
They get heavy. It's hot.
we don't have vintage suits.
Right.
We made a mistake. They're like jackets, like coats. They're like heavier than like denim. They're just thick, and using those to work in the summertime is just terrible.
It's brutal, and yeah.
Now look, Southern Boy Prepper is active on YouTube right now, but no, he's not here. Not here.
I'm not excited
I'm
about
not the
selling the
best
bees, but
Get juice from it. It tastes better than buying in the stores.
I bet I could have made a simple syrup with it.
Yeah. We just did it wrong. And that happens. We do a lot of things wrong the first time.
Yeah, but I tried again to start from seeds. Those seeds are little boogers.
Yeah. When we did do well with stevia plants, we bought some. And out of two of them, one did well, the other one just died.
Yeah.
So they're hard to grow out.
They're
Probably our
temperamental.
climate.
Yeah.
Our climate is pretty harsh. Some things love it though. If we buy native plants like those Mexican sunflowers, they've taken over that.
Well,
What
they're a
was
sunflower. They like
what-
the sun. So
what we had originally set aside for our herb garden is now nothing but Mexican sunflowers and
turmeric and basil.
I mean, if you dig in there, you'll find it.
I'm a little afraid to have bees far out by myself. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is I don't want to be here tending the bees by myself and have something happen because there's nobody coming. You know, if he leaves for work, he's not coming back till the next morning. So something happens to me out there, I'm I'm on my own, you know.
Well, the whole little apiary out there is really, it's overgrown right now because we would have to suit up to go out there and try to use the weed eater or whatever, and it's just so hard to do.
90% humidity and 90 degrees. Yep. Perking coffee, add a dash of salt to that. I don't know about adding salt to instant coffee. I don't drink instant coffee. I never thought about that. Add the salt to the grounds. What are you doing?
I'm texting Reagan.
Is he
Yeah,
commenting?
he's active on Facebook right now in his comments. So that's why I'm texting him. I'm messing with him.
Last night, Tuesday, it was 4°C. Does that mean 4 degrees Celsius? What does that convert to? Hey, buddy, you're late. Lippy's been here for like hours, sharing all of her wisdom
Hey, Mr.
and
Buddy.
tips. That's hours. We've only been live for an hour.
I gotta step away for just a minute.
Bees in Minnesota is pay as you go. What do you mean pay as you go?
What's pay you?
Bees?
Oh,
I've never heard of that. We have our bees. They're our bees. We paid for the bees and all the equipment, and that's another thing. It's getting really, really pricey. We just don't have the money for the upkeep and all that stuff. And 39 degrees. Lordy, that would be great. Oh, she's up in Canada though. That makes more sense. I haven't tried homegrown stevia, but the store-bought stuff. You don't like it? You buy a box. Huh. That's kind of crazy. I don't mind the store-bought stevia. It's really expensive. If I'm gonna do all that, I'm just gonna do sugar, or I'll buy honey. You know, which we still have some honey for our use, and if I can muster up the time and the energy to get out there, there's a whole box full of honey out there. But I just don't, I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to get to it. And we might actually do that pretty soon because the weather is getting a little more mild. But with all the rain and stuff, I'm not getting out there. They get ticked off when it's cloudy, or bees are very temperamental. Lippy has her grand opening this weekend. Lippy, tell us about it. Advertise, woman. That's for your seasoning blends, right? Some people rent out so they can pollinate things like blackberries. But oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, the blends will be available. Cool. You guys are going to do great, Lippy. That's going to be a hit. I still use my seasoning. I need to get some more before too long because I was running a little low. That stuff is good on everything. Are we Central Time? Yes, we are Central Time here. I've heard about the bees being rented out and stuff. I know a lot of people from here that are commercial beekeepers send their hives and stuff to like California for the almonds and the bee rental for the almond farms. Yep. I didn't realize they were renting them. I didn't know that's how that worked. I didn't know all the ins and outs of it. I just knew there's truckloads of bees that get shipped out of here. Oh, you had to have a certain building for processing the blends? Huh. You're not covered under the cottage laws? I thought you were covered under the cottage laws for processing stuff, for especially dry goods like that. Um, Up to a certain amount made per year, and I think it's like $20,000. Wait, I'll miss Patty's comment. Hang on. So I'm on Google, and one of those news posts was West Virginia coal miners help tourists push their. Oh, yeah, the electric car thing. You can't package food with animals in the home, and I also got a retail and raw food license. Awesome, huh? That makes sense. That's neat. Can always take them in my house. You talking about the bees? I'm not taking bees in my house. We are, if anybody is in the market for bees, though, we are selling all of our bee equipment. Um, I've got to get a rundown on all the equipment that we have. I'm going to take an inventory of everything and try to price it reasonable. You know, yeah. Well, I know who to call though when I need to, when I'm ready to do all of our licensing and everything. I just I'm not ready to make that jump just yet. I don't think. I don't know. Hey, honey. um, I'm hoping this week, if the weather is nice, that I can reclaim my herb garden back.
One of these days, we're going to go to Miss Lippy's house.
Lippy's got her retail and raw food license.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I was watching outside.
That's amazing. Oh, I'm sure it was some work to get that. That's a little far for them to deliver, Anne Marie. Cheyenne's the little florist shop that she works at is opening a coffee bar.
Yeah.
And they're going to be doing cupcakes and cookies and all kinds of sweet treats from a local bakery. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
It's cool because it's small businesses getting together and helping each other out.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. You got this, Lippy. You guys are going to do great. I already know. Their grand opening is this weekend, so I need to get my order in before long, because she's going to run out.
I'm sure.
Starving over here. Why are you starving? Wait.
Oh, a restaurant on wheels is in the works.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like a food truck? That'd be cool.
That's great. You can come park in my yard. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was a place in Lake Charles.
They're opening.
I forget what corner it's on, Kirkman and something. That they're going to start they're dedicating a lot for food trucks.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool idea.
Nope, she's coming to my house first. I done claimed it. Oh, that's right. Anne Marie's having some issues with her throat.
Oh.
She's having trouble eating.
Oh.
I forgot about that. I did see that. Mm.
Oh, Miss Lippy's coming for a weekend
eating.
visit this fall, she says. Did I know about this?
I didn't think she was serious.
I'm kind of excited. Just saying.
I didn't think she was serious. Bacon grease has been confirmed. Okay. I'm excited about Lippy coming. But yeah, that scares me. A sugar shack being driven by Lippy. Can you imagine?
Watch out, world is right.
Anne Marie kind of sidetracked me with the bacon grease has been confirmed as a liquid.
I cooked with some bacon grease this evening. I cubed up some chicken, and we made chicken helper, but
Yeah.
we styled it up a little
Here
bit.
comes Lippy. I know, right? And she
And
is
some Tony
serious.
Chachere's.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Oh, she can help me with the food forest ideas because you know that woman is full of ideas.
Already know. There's Southern Boy Prepper. Yeah.
He was messing with you. Look,
You're only late because we're a day early. So there's your excuse.
He saw you you commenting on Facebook or YouTube or
I
something.
texted him.
What is that?
That was his text. That it's because of both Apple products. I get
You told me to wait till fall to come visit, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It's much cooler in the fall. Much more pleasant.
I know. I mean, I know you can deal with it. It's just, it would be. I think it would be a much nicer visit if we would wait.
Well, then we can put the fire pit going and sit outside and not get eaten alive by mosquitoes. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be absolutely great.
Have you ever driven with Miss Lippy? She steers with her knees so she can talk with her hands. Makes sense. She's a Cajun.
Who doesn't?
Sounds legit.
Who said that? Oh,
Allison.
Allison. He does that all the time.
My knee can't reach the steering wheel on the fire truck though, so I can't do that. But I do, like, I'll talk with one hand at a time.
I can do sign language while I'm driving.
I've gotten to the point because
I've done it.
When I'm driving, especially when I'm driving the fire truck in emergency mode and other drivers are just like oblivious or whatever, I have no filter. And I've gotten to the point where my captain, if I don't say anything, he'll be yelling at the people through the windshield.
Oh, Patty, you should come down too. Y'all coordinate. Oh, you know how much fun that would be?
I would love to do something like what they're doing in Kentucky this coming weekend. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it's just because we're so far south, it's tough for a lot of people to get here. And the timing and coordination of it all.
Susanna said, you know how to make her quiet, hold her hands. That'll just make her holler louder. Reagan said they were just getting back from Beaumont, putting stuff up, and never thought of your live.
You are right, bub. Swamp ass is a real thing.
Yeah.
In fact, it's not ass necessarily, but Henry. Oh my goodness. After the hurricanes 2 years ago, when the power was out and we were constantly out in the heat and everything just working and working and working. There's a particular brand of diaper rash cream that we have here in Louisiana. It's probably elsewhere too, but it's called Boudreaux's butt paste, and
it's made for like
the extra strength stayed in my pocket. Hey, Tammy.
Hopefully it was a good busy day. Yeah, let's not ask Susanna. Live in New York.
Oh man.
I remember Oprah talking about the butt paste years ago.
Oh yeah.
It smothers chiggers.
Oh
too.
really? That's good to know. So I'll be quiet. Oh man.
That's good to know though. That's one thing we have to be careful of working in that taller grass and stuff is the ticks and stuff.
Ticks and red bugs.
Yes. Ugh. It does. It helps prevent bed sores too. They use it in a lot of nursing homes and stuff around here.
What's if I'm not mistaken, the main active ingredient in it is zinc oxide. So it's good for all sorts of skin ailments.
Yeah. Well, it's a good preventative too. Before you get swamp ass. So now we need to figure out when Reagan's coming to visit. I'm still waiting for him to come over and drink coffee.
He came one time.
He didn't drink coffee.
Well, it was too hot for coffee.
It's never too hot for coffee.
It can be too hot for coffee.
It's not too hot for coffee.
Iced coffee.
Lippy, can it ever be too hot for coffee?
You can drink iced coffee.
That's weird.
You're weird.
Last weekend of October.
Let me see what my schedule
We were
is. Like.
talking about butt paste. We were.
The last weekend of October is the 29th and the 30th. That is the middle of my week off, so that's perfect.
That'll work. And we don't do Halloween, so.
I used to. Yes, we were talking about butt paste. Boudreaux's butt paste.
We're talking about the best things on here. Butt paste and Lippy coming to visit. That's been the conversation. Both conversations.
Well, earlier, our daughters called, and that was a fiasco. And then I was bleeding because I picked a scab without realizing it. And then we had to figure out how to use the styptic pencil on it. And first I was making it bleed worse because I didn't know how to use it. And then, anyway,
I judged you with it.
That was a lot of fun.
Like, do it like this.
I commented on how it looked like a suppository. Firefly Farm. Hello. Welcome, Lori.
It's before Mo's 5th birthday. I'll confirm with Felicity. Cool. That would be awesome. Kate's supposed to come visit soon, too. Really waiting to kind of see how things are going on that end. Since she lost her dad, it's been rough.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at that. That was so inappropriate.
You usually are, so it's okay.
I'm used to it. None of that. Goodness. I was laughing at Chrissy's comment. Miss Lippy in New York would make a good TV show.
I thought about that earlier. The Lippy and Buddy show.
I mean, we've already got it on YouTube.
Well, I know, but like with
every Friday night.
Like a unique, like Andy Griffith style, like theme song. That would be great. That would be hilarious.
Oh boy.
I'm going to start setting my alarm on my phone for Fridays because I always seem to miss Lippy's live because I don't look at my phone early enough, and by the time I look at it, it's like halfway through Stringfield. I'm like, oh, I did it again. I did it again. Every week.
So at 6 p.m. Central on Fridays is Lippy's Lippy Show. And then immediately following that at 7 p.m. Central is Stringfield Ridge Farm.
You said on Fridays, right?
I think so.
On Fridays.
Well, the other day, I hope I said Fridays. It's Friday. The other day I was on the phone looking at my schedule, looking at November and saying October and December and
Maybe an HBO late night.
You could make me get stupid. Plus, there would be a language. Oh boy, yeah.
Oh man, can you imagine how many times that Mr. Willie would have to count for those?
Could you imagine? I'm just thinking about me and Lippy getting on. It would not be appropriate for YouTube, I'm sure.
Could not imagine Miss Lippy in New York. She would have them straightened out quick and eat gumbo before dark.
The Burr months are here, yes.
Yes. I'm so glad.
Oh, Stringfield Ridge is not going live because of the picnic this week.
Well, I figured that, but they're usually live on Friday nights. That's all I meant. I figured that they weren't going to be live because of the picnic this week.
I think me and Miss Lippy both kind of get a little irritated with all the politics and craziness going on in the world today.
A little.
Just a little.
I love watching her live stream and thinking about how, like, traumatized, how much more aggravated and traumatized it would be if she didn't have to censor herself on YouTube.
Yeah.
Marie's going to be live from the
There you
hotel.
go.
That's cool. But then I have to watch it from afar. I really wanted to go.
I know.
I know. I really wanted to be able to go. It just was not in the cards for us this year.
It's that makes 3 years in a row that we wanted to go
I know.
to the picnic in Kentucky and couldn't go.
YouTube keeps me locked down. That may not be a bad thing.
Actually, 4 years. Because they had it in 2019, but we had run out our budget for the year in traveling.
This year, with the prices of everything going up, it's hard to do anything. And now with Abby working, we can't really just take off and run.
Oh, definitely prayers for y'all.
Oh man.
Patty.
Yeah, definitely praying for you guys. That stinks. It stinks that you guys can't go, but it's worse that her health is not great.
All right, so we're over an hour and a half here. So
are we really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So I guess since I have to get ready for work in the morning, 5 a.m. comes really early. So 400 seeds.
Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome, bub.
400 seeds. 400 seed packages, probably, is what you mean, bub?
They're doing a seed swap.
Yeah.
I think Bub's in charge of the seed swap. I don't know if Two Family is going.
I don't know if Two Family is active much on YouTube. I know Sherry's been dealing with
Sherry's
a lot
been,
of health issues.
Sherry's had some health issues, for sure.
It's always a great fellowship. Love it. You guys are family.
I can't wait. That's going to be an awesome video to have Lippy and Buddy here.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. We may have to post that on Rumble so people can actually see what we're talking about and not be censored off of YouTube.
Well, you could censor it. Just every time Lippy talk, you'd have to have a beep.
Just a steady censor beep. Beep. All right, guys. It's been a load of fun.
We love you, Lippy. We really
Next
do.
Next week, we're going to be back on Thursday. Hopefully the weather will be even nicer. Maybe we'll even start on some fall gardening.
Oh, man.
And looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Can't wait till next week.
Love you guys. Stay safe.
So until next week, guys, good night and God bless.
Stay safe. See you next Thursday.